Johannes, another win in the sprint. Just now, you won all of them. What's I would say what's so special? Because not everybody can do that.
No, yeah, it's my favorite type of race, and with the shape I have this year, if I only shoot like 9 or 10, then I know I will be there. Depends on the second fastest runner what he will shoot. And like today, it was enough with 9.
We've seen also yesterday with the women that the altitude can play a very big part, especially in the shooting. What was your focus, and how did you manage to hit all 5, especially in the standing where legs can get a bit shaky?
Yeah, it can. You must try to do good preparation the 100 meters before, and I think during the final downhill I managed to have a good pulse, and I think I react good, but it's like very small margins from having a good feeling to a very shit feeling. Excuse me, but yeah.
It gives the idea.
Yeah.
And the last loop, you also had Benny with you. Did that help you to push a little bit extra?
Yes, I started 10 seconds behind him, and I thought, yes, this will be the best final loop, because if I could catch him, then I could stay behind him sometimes. But I went in front at once, and it looked easy for him to follow me. And he said as well that staying behind was a lot more easy than to stay in front. So, but for sure, it gave me good motivation to pass him in the final loop, because I know he was one of the strongest in the final loop. So then I knew that I had a good finish as well.
Now, we always talk about the struggle of the altitude competing, but it's also about recovery. So what's the plan? What do you do from now until tomorrow? Because it's already a race.
I think just try to gain some energy with food, drinks, and then we'll have a good dinner tonight, some physio, and a running session tomorrow morning, and then we are ready again. So we are used to race 3 races in a week. So maybe take a little bit more longer to recover, but it's the same for everyone. So everyone will have the same feeling on the start tomorrow.
Well, best of luck.
Thank you.
Martin, second place, very strong performance overall. How happy are you to finally be back on the podium?
I'm really happy. I have been struggling the last time with the shooting, so today it was really good, 1 miss. So I'm fantastic happy today. It was really amazing.
A strong performance on skis, but especially fastest shooting time on the standing. Did you just feel it?
Yeah, it didn't feel so fast, I have to say, but I saw the time, and then I was like, oh shit, it was really good. So I tried to just go in and shoot and not think so much. It's really hard on this range, the breathing and the heart rate is really high, so I tried to spare some time on the range and not get shaky legs, so I think it was a good choice for me today.
Absolutely. As you said, you've had some struggles with the range this season after a very good start. So what changed today?
I had a really good feeling. I've been working really hard, and I know it can change which day. So I just work, and then the results come.
Absolutely. And we know that usually Scandinavians struggle a little bit with the altitude here, but your running time was superb. So did that not bother you at all?
I used to ski good on the altitude. My father was really good, so I think I have some good genes from him.
And as you said, you started the season super well, and then it was a bit fluctuating with the results. What bring the result today, and how did you manage to keep maybe the calm and confidence in yourself?
It's really hard to keep the confidence, and it have been bad the last weeks, I have to say, but I feel better and better for every race, and today I managed to make it really good, so I'm really happy.
You should be. Congratulations.
Thank you.
For you, just because it looks a bit silly if you have it underneath. Sturla, another podium, clean shooting. how tough is it to do your best and still not manage to be so close to the extraterrestrial we have next to you?
I mean, right from the start, in the first 100 meters or something, I was 8 seconds behind him, and I knew that he was just gonna be of another world today, and I had to focus on my race. And I struggle a bit with altitude. It's tough. I feel like my body gets a shock that it's not getting enough oxygen, both in the course but also in the shooting. So I had to really struggle and really fight with myself, both in the tracks but also on the shooting. I used a lot of time in this prone especially, but I mean, I hit 10, so it really means it was worth the work.
I was about to ask you exactly this. You took some time in the prone, little faster in the standing. What changed between the two? Did you feel a bit more ready maybe on the standing?
Yeah, I think so, because in the standing you can't really hesitate, because then it just gets worse. So it's sort of like a timer, like a bomb. You have just so many seconds you can waste. And I had the last shot I worked a little bit on and I hit it, but you cannot use too much time in the beginning, because then you are punished in the end of the series. So in standing, you just have to launch the series. But in the pro, I felt like I had a good start, but then my pulse and everything just started to build up, and I saw my rifle moving like this, and I had to stop and breathe more, and just to be sure that I hit these targets, because if I had one or two mistakes, it's like 25 seconds. So it was better to spend 5 or 10 seconds for the 2 last shots more to be sure that they go in.
Now, in the past, we've always heard that especially Scandinavians struggle a little bit with altitude, but I think with the World Championships in Antholz in 2020 and then the Olympics, what changed in your training to be so strong today in altitude?
Yeah, I have not been so much in the altitude so far. Of course, when I came into the team, it was it was like 1 or 2 years before the Olympics in Beijing. So our camps were a lot in altitude, so I got to train there and I got to get used to it. But this last year we have only been in altitude for 1 camp, and our focus is like to put it a bit down in the lower altitude and train in lowland, because the next 2 World Championships will be under 1,000 meters. So then we don't need the high altitude, but for me personally, I feel like I still maybe need to have some personal camps to prepare myself, because it's really tough, and it's like a different experience. I mean, you want to ski fast, but at the same time you feel like if I do it, I will die, and it's the wrong choice. So it's you have to be like on the limit the whole time. And for me, I think if I get more training camps in altitude, I can push that limit further up, so it will not be so big difference between low and high altitude.
We've seen you with your family. Obviously, we asked you before, you came, no public, and now you're competing in front of your family. How special is this?
Yeah, it's really special. I've been looking forward to this World Cup this whole year, because I knew they will come, and it's always nice to have them there and cheer me on. I mean, of course, they are happy no matter what place I am, if I'm first or if I'm last. They just want me to be happy, and they're just proud of me. So I know this, but still I want to do well when they are here. And today I'm really happy I was in the podium, because I think it means, I mean, they celebrate more when I'm on the podium. So now they can really go crazy with the beer tent and enjoy themselves.
Congratulations also from our side.
Thank you.